From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. On first down, long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Is 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. Operating from the gun. Long. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Coleman now. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
You got nothing. 50 seconds to Mike.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Desmond King back deep. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's Long on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
From the gun, Long. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
I know he ain't got it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. This is Coleman. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knock it on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. On second and goal, here's the option. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, 49ers nothing.
Now Long, going to throw on third and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Charlie Warner, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
7.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Robbie Gould to kick off fourth.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
3-yard line.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Coleman.
Number 26.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Long to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get...
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
49ers.
George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the Chargers' 1st down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Herbert throwing again. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. Now it's Edwards.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A gain of 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It's now 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
19-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone in and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his right. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
When they're operating in plus territory here, they're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
And long.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A 46-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is me?
And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
On the play. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Here's Edwards. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Tevin Coleman, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Pettis once again the target.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike's 57. 57's right. 3 buzz. Shoot.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
That is on 6.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Long now to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Los Angeles.
This is Edwards. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Check 24.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A gain of 4. And this is 3rd down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And it's complete. Henry. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back now here in Santa Clara. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. To throw is long on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
57. Mike, 57.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth-quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Keenan Allen.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
This pass finds its way to Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They run with Edwards. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Chargers.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run. Edwards. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Desmond King picks it. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 20-yard line.
Switch up. Switch up.
Now they hand off to Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're 70 lying.
Operating from the gun. Long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and 1.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Chargers.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with